Hi, welcome back for another Tasty Tuesday from my kitchen. And today we're traveling to Thailand and I'm going to make cod in a coconut broth. Really, you can use any white fish. I'm using cod from Wild Alaskan Seafood Company, a company that I get most of my fish from. So the first thing we're going to do today is make the broth. It has to simmer for quite a while. So, well, actually not that long, about 10 minutes. So we're starting with the coconut milk. This is about 8 ounces of canned coconut milk. Ooh, smells lovely. To that, we are adding about 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. This is about half of a lime. And we are adding some dry white wine, also about 2 tablespoons. We are adding Thai fish sauce, about 1 tablespoon. And by the way, this recipe I'm having, so I've cut it in half for 2 people. You can easily double it for 4 people or even triple it for 6. So for 2 people, I have, what did I say? About a half a tablespoon of fish sauce. I have 2 garlic cloves that I have already minced, and about a teaspoon of minced or grated ginger. Do you have one of these? This is my new favorite tool. I use it for garlic and ginger, and you just push down on your cutting board instead of squeezing like the other kind of garlic press. And for me, I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands, and it's much easier for me. I'll put a link to that on my YouTube channel so you can get one yourself. So 2 minced garlic cloves and about a teaspoon of minced ginger. This is 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. I have a half a teaspoon of coriander and about a half a teaspoon of salt and just a little bit of black pepper. And finally, the ingredient that I introduced you to last week, the spicy red curry paste, I've got about a tablespoon of that. Now we're going to take this mixture and I'm going to put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and then reduce it to a simmer. That's actually kind of hard on my stove. My stove gets very hot and it's hard to reduce. So you got to kind of stay by it and watch it. So let's get that started right now. Okay, that's our sauce. We're going to bring it to a boil and reduce the heat. Meanwhile, in an oven-proof pan, I'm using my cast iron skillet. I'm going to bring some olive oil up to a high heat. That's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And once this heats up, I'm going to sear both sides of my cod, about 3 minutes per side. And then I'm going to put it in the oven to finish it. It'll need to finish for about 8 minutes. While all this is happening, we're going to continue to work on our sauce. And I also am going to stir fry some baby bok choy, beautiful baby bok choy that I bought this morning. And that is all going to go together into one dish. So this is everything all together with the sauce, the fish, the bok choy, and it'll be really delicious. Ooh, we've already got a boil going here, so I'm going to turn this down. Okay, so while our sauce is still simmering, we're going to sear our cod about 3 minutes per side on this hot pan. Ooh, doesn't that sound lovely? Gotta watch the heat. Don't want it to burn. Okay, we're almost ready to serve, and I'm taking some fresh whole basil leaves and I'm going to just drop them into the sauce for the last few minutes of cooking. Add a little bit of basil essence there. It's on low now. Our bok choy is almost done, and our fish is done. And boy, does it smell good. Okay, this dinner comes together really quickly, especially if you're able to get your ingredients all prepped ahead of time. So this beautiful sauce, you can see it, we're putting in the bottom of our bowl. This is just some pasta bowls that I use a lot for this kind of presentation. They're great for risotto, pasta, soup, and anything with a lot of sauce in it. So in goes the sauce. Next, we're gonna place our 6 ounces of wild-caught Alaska cod in the bowl. How pretty. And then we're going to top it with our bok choy, our baby bok choy, which I bought this morning. It's so fresh and lovely. That's gonna go right there. Serving this with some white wine tonight. Very simple, healthy, delicious. And I've chiffonade some basil, and I'm going to put that just a little bit on the top. And there we have it. Tonight's dinner. Beautiful cod in Thai coconut sauce with basil. That's our Tasty Tuesday. Thanks again for joining me in my kitchen. See you next week.